What is an earnest money deposit? That's what we're talking about today, and we're getting started right now. Thanks for joining. I'm Jonathan Schultz. I'm a local real estate agent here in Los Angeles with Rodeo Realty. We post new videos here every Wednesday about real estate and the local area. If that's something of interest to you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you'll never miss a video. Also, stay tuned to the end of the video and learn about our Wine of the Week pick. So what exactly is an earnest money deposit? An earnest money deposit in simple terms is a good faith deposit that the buyer puts into an escrow account after their offer is accepted. The contract ensures the seller takes the house off the market while it's being inspected and appraised. Because the seller is taking a risk by taking the home off the market while the transaction moves through the process to close, the buyer deposits an earnest money deposit to show the seller that they're serious about purchasing. How much is the earnest money deposit? In Los Angeles, especially in a competitive market like we are now, customarily most buyers deposit 3% of the purchase price into an escrow account as their earnest money deposit, but it's all negotiable. The money is held in this account until the transaction is complete. Once the transaction closes, the earnest money is applied to the buyer's down payment or closing costs. When do you deposit the earnest money deposit? The earnest money is customarily deposited within 3 days of opening escrow. Once the offer is accepted, you have entered into a contract to purchase. However, the buyers are given the opportunity during the contingency periods to complete their due diligence and have the opportunity to cancel the contract. Buyers are given this time because reports from the home appraisal, the home inspection, and disclosures from the sellers may reveal problems with the house the buyer could not physically see and did not anticipate. The earnest money deposit protects the seller if the buyer backs out for any other reason other than what's specifically outlined in the contract as a contingency to the sale. There are 3 different contingencies: the inspection contingency, the appraisal contingency, and the loan contingency. With these contingencies in place, the buyer's earnest money deposit is protected. These contingencies are removed at negotiated times per the contract throughout the closing process. The EMD also protects the seller if the buyer backs out after these contingencies are removed. If the buyer backs out of the transaction due to a reason associated with the contingency and that contingency has not been removed, then the earnest money deposit will be returned to the buyer. So how can a buyer protect their earnest money deposit? It's critical you know what your contract covers in detail. That's why it's important to have a real estate agent who knows the contract forward and backwards so they can protect you and your earnest money deposit throughout the transaction. The contract will outline contingency dates and terms, and your real estate agent will help you determine when it's time to remove those contingencies once all your conditions have been met. Once you remove the contingencies, if you decide to back out of the sale, then you would be liable to pay the seller the EMD. Also, always ensure you're working with a reputable escrow company. If you need a recommendation, feel free to reach out to me directly. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and a comment below. Also, let us know the topics you would like to hear about next. If you would like to know more about the home buying and selling process, all of our information is in the description below, and I would be honored to help you with your next real estate transaction. We are going to close out with our Wine Wednesday Wine of the Week, and this week's wine is Chateau Comte Montpezat. It's a right bank Bordeaux from the Castillon district in France. This wine is made predominantly from Merlot, but uses Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc as its main supporting grape varietals. Thanks so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you back here next Wednesday. Cheers.